It was 2 a.m. The entire house was asleep. No lights. No voices, only silence. That was when my mother suddenly woke up. She felt at first a strange movement outside the house. Footsteps, slow, dragging footsteps. She sat up in bed, her heart pounding. A few seconds later, my uncle woke up too. "Did you hear that?" he whispered. The sound came again, something moving near the main gate. Metal scraped softly, as if fingers were sliding across iron. Both men quietly stood up. Everyone else in the house was sleeping. They picked up a torch and stepped outside. The street was empty, no people. No vehicles, no animals, only darkness. The alley outside our house was long, narrow, and completely silent. "Maybe a cat," my uncle said. They were about to return inside when they heard it again. This time closer from the end of the alley. They raised the torch, and that's when they saw it, a tall shadow, too tall to be human. Its body was thin, stretched unnaturally long. No face, no eyes. But somehow it was smiling. The shadow stood under the broken streetlight, staring directly at them. Then it started running, not away, but sideways, twisting its body in a way no human could. Both men panicked. "Don't let it escape," my uncle shouted. They chased it. Into the alley, into the darkness. Not knowing, only one of them would come back. The alley felt different at night. The lights behind them disappeared. Only darkness remained. Their footsteps echoed loudly. The shadow ran ahead, turning corners without slowing down. Suddenly, it vanished right in front of them. One moment it was there, the next nothing. They stopped, breathing heavily. The alley was completely silent. Then, a voice whispered softly, "Rashid." My uncle froze. That was his name. No one was behind him. The voice came again, closer. "Rashid." He slowly turned his head. Behind him, the shadow stood inches away. Its smile was wider now, too wide. Its arms stretched forward like black smoke. Before he could scream, the shadow grabbed him. His body lifted off the ground as if pulled by invisible hands. He tried to shout, no sound came out. In seconds, he was dragged into the darkness. Gone, the other man ran. He didn't look back, he ran until his lungs burned. Until he reached home screaming. Everyone woke up, they searched the alley, the streets, the nearby houses. But Rashid was never found. No blood, no signs. Only one thing remained, a single black handprint on the wall. After that night, something changed. Exactly at 2 a.m., strange sounds began again. Footsteps, whispers, movement outside homes, and then people started disappearing. One man each night, always at the same time. Always after hearing their name being called. The village elders said, "It's the shadow caller, a spirit that hunts during the silent hour. If it knows your name, you cannot escape." One night, the survivor heard knocking at his door. "Ma'am." A familiar voice whispered, "Come outside. Rashid is waiting." He never opened the door, but the next morning, his house was empty. The door wide open, no signs of struggle. From that day on, every night at 2 a.m., someone hears their name, and by sunrise, another person is gone. Even now, if you walk through that alley at night, you might see a tall shadow smiling under the streetlight. And if it ever calls your name, do not answer, because once it knows you heard it, you will be next. They say darkness has eyes, and at 2 a.m. it starts hunting.